Monday, could you pick that up?
Hmm?
On Monday, could you pick that up?
I guess I'm gonna have to take all that stuff I got in my car to the storage or something.
I'm sorry. But then I get off at 7:30, and then I have to drive to Hopewell, and then drive back to ESPN.
Well, I just deal with that stuff in my car.
Think your mom must take her phone just to go get it? If I use a car seat?
I don't know what that lady is.
Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Handoff to the single back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Travis. Grab near the marker. It's Demania. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now and play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the Utah Utes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. So now it's second and long. Looking for room. It's Lee.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads it left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this. To get the football. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these...
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the move, it's Fields. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Bullock. He's got him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Demania. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Demania. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. from the gun, looking for a man. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Makes the quick grab. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner goes down. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Utes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fakes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The lone back's got it.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Creates a little room. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far at Ames. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Bullock. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll run the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The give to the tailback. Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. Fourth and long from the 48. Finds his man. It's Demania. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Pulls and fired complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be a great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Cyclones trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, but I got a pass rush like that.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Going to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And a sweet catch, and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back.
Yeah.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Cyclones line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set. Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Dumps it to the back. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Martin. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown, Iowa State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And the Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a man. It's Wilkins. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down by multiple possessions. You come up empty on this drive. Go for it on fourth down. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Sends it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, hits Malone. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's touchdown! touchdown, Cyclones! And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The play action fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.